Hey everybody, my name is Wyatt and I'm Ferda Tunes, and today we got a brand new episode of Diving In where I go headfirst into an artist's discography, analyzing my thought process from album to album, and today we are doing Arca's debut album, Zen. If you want to see me cover her stretch EPs 1 and 2, you can check out the last video, boom, right there. Let's get right into it because this album feels like an alien creature from space having schizophrenic hallucinations and anxiety attacks. I don't mean to downplay any mental illness, of course. I just had to use some intense words to really emphasize how strange and sick this album is to me. The various feelings that come through in almost every track here, even as abstract as they may be, it's almost overwhelming, the emotion. I know I've been saying this a lot, but she is really making worlds here, and they are just so emotionally potent and often stunningly gorgeous. When it's not beautiful and serene, it's wonky and abrasive and glitchy. Actually, that's kind of the whole album is wrapped in that. Okay, see, now. Like, now. Oh my god. I saw someone say this album feels like a free jazz take on wonky music, and as weird as that is, I couldn't agree more. There's so many sporadic effects and moments that just force your attention to it, and the first song could not be a better intro to build up that whole atmosphere. Oh man. Literally 10 seconds in and you already feel the world around you changing and the overall environment of this album just taking over. It builds in intensity fairly quickly, but it also leaves you plenty of room to kind of sit back and just take in what's happening. Oh my god. Yo, she's getting me. It feels like the song is pulling you in and out of this reality, and by the end of it, you're kind of lost. Oh my god. There's so many sounds to unpack already. Then the second song might be the biggest breather on this album. It's almost, it's a short, but it's a full-blown ambient piano piece. It's so perfectly blissful and meditative that it almost takes you out and you forget what you're listening to. But then the title track just wakes you right back up, except this time you are fully immersed in Arca's world, and you know you're about to hear a pretty relentless experience. Oh, it's about to be so crazy. Okay. This is blowing my mind. Bro. This is too sick. This is also a beautiful experience. Even with this album being so weird and spastic at times, there's always layers of beauty just hiding behind so many elements. Oh my god. Bro.
Oh. What the fuck? What the fuck?
It's like the music requires you to surrender your focus and give back as much energy as you can to the music for it to really show off everything it has to offer. Listening to this thing at night is really something special. As intense as it gets, it keeps you captivated, and there are so many moments, like the second track, that just act as breathers. I like to call them floaters because they kind of take you away from the chaos and lift you up into deep, empty space for a while. Floaters. I'm thinking that may not be the best word to describe something pleasant.
Oh, I love that. Oh my god, fuck, man.
But really, there are so many moments here that caught me off guard for the reasons I was expecting. But so many songs on here just had me completely and utterly speechless. Like, in the moment, I was just dumbfounded by what I was hearing.
Oh. Hello? Like, oh my...
At the same time, there are quite a few moments in the second half, and I'm sure I can expect this a whole lot more on the next album, but moments of genuine fright and just so much eeriness.
Now it gets all fucked.
I dove into this album expecting a whole lot of darkness, but I did not expect so much almost cinematic suspense. So many songs literally had me on the edge of my seat and damn near sweating.
What?
And quite a few of these moments turned into weird spirals of familiar sounds tainted by the abstract darkness of the album.
This is fucking me up.
A lot of these vibes ended up just numbing my brain down after taking so much energy and focus out of it. As enjoyable as it all is, it's a very heavy experience. The song Tongue, though, fucked me up a bit. Like, I still think it's good, although it's definitely my least favorite. It's super cold and wavy, yet glitchy, but the main melody, synth, chord, I don't know what to call it, it's just so eerie. I definitely admire this song, but it's the only one here that I don't really like. I just find it doesn't really go anywhere. Maybe its sole purpose is to just creep you out and fuck you up a bit before the outro hits.
This is just breaking my brain. Like, I don't even know.
And the way it keeps repeating and coming back as it's leaving, it's like the track is holding on to you for dear life as it's ending. And it trips you out into thinking it's this thought loop or nightmare that just won't stop popping into your head.
Okay, like... Okay, now I'm getting scared, like...
Like most IDM, it's not surprising to hear some Aphex Twin influence, and it especially comes together very tastefully here.
Oh...
As well as quite a bit of Autechre influence, which I was so happy to hear, and it really feels like she built the sound of this album off of a lot of their stuff.
Oh. She is too nice with it. Oh my, I can't believe my ears.
But there is more than enough personality here, and it's easy to tell Arca bleeds and sheds a lot of skin into these tracks. I can imagine at the time of this coming out, it damn near felt like new territory for IDM for just how brooding and emotional it can be. The outro is very cool, is very plucky, and it does the best job it can at kind of shooting you back down to earth, even though it took me about an hour to even begin to understand what I just experienced.
No way it ends like that?
And that's just what this album is. It's a dark, mystifying, brooding experience with trinkles of serene hope and beauty.
And not to forget, just dope shit. The textures, like... Oh...
For her debut album, I honestly don't think this could have gone much better. I got exactly what I was hoping for and so much more, all packed into a really tight 40 minutes. I'm still pretty scared of the mutant, but I am all the more intrigued and excited now to get into the darker atmosphere she has to offer, and especially... I gotta prepare myself mentally, but the intense stuff, I'm guessing that's just gonna get more intense. The anticipation for this series has been killing me, and hopefully I can get the next episode out sooner. For all of you who's still waiting on the third Crystal Castles video, it's definitely still coming. I'm just kind of floating from vibe to vibe now, and whenever I have time, I'm scattered trying to get all my thoughts out on this surreal music. So thank you so much for watching. Again, if you want to check out part 1 of this video, boom, it'll be right at the top of the description, as well as many other videos like it. I'm doing Grimes and Crystal Castles right now, and another one coming out very soon, maybe even before this. Join the Discord if you want to talk a bunch of cool music with a bunch of really, really cool people, the homies. The link's at the top of the description, as well as Instagram. You can come talk some shit with me on Twitter, all that good stuff. Stay tuned. Thank you for everything. Subscribe if you want to see more, because as I always say, there's plenty more coming. Much love. We'll see you in the next one.
No way it ends like that?